Welcome to the Fit Woman Formula podcast, where we show women just like you how to reclaim your energy, rebuild your body, and step into you 2.0. I'm Coach Jonathan, founder and head coach of the Fit Woman Formula coaching program. This show is for women who are tired of starting over and ready to finally create results that last. Not just weight loss, but real confidence, a healthier relationship with food, a stronger mindset, and a lifestyle that finally lasts. You can watch full episodes on YouTube or listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you enjoy podcasts. And if you're ready to learn more about how we can help you unlock the energy and confidence of your 20s while dropping 2+ sizes in the next 12 weeks, visit fitwomanformula.com. All right, let's get into today's episode. All right, I want to talk about what happens when life gets busy and everything starts to fall apart, because if you're being honest, this is where things usually go one of two ways. Either you stay consistent or it completely unravels. And for most women, this is the exact moment where progress gets lost, not because you don't know what to do, but because what you're trying to follow doesn't fit what's actually happening. Now, let me paint a picture for you here. This might sound very familiar. You wake up already tired. You didn't sleep great. Maybe one of the kids was up late at night. That's kind of our story. Even at Emma's 2 years old, she's still coming into the bed frequently, okay? Maybe your mind wouldn't shut off. So you grab coffee or an energy drink just to get going. You tell yourself, today I'm going to be better. And you mean it. And you genuinely want to get back on track, but the day starts moving. Work picks up. You get pulled into something you didn't expect, maybe a meeting or something like that. You skip lunch without even realizing it because you're so busy. And now it's 3 or 4 p.m. and you're starving. And I'm not talking about a little hungry. I'm talking about the kind of hungry where your patience is just gone. Your energy is gone. You will eat whatever is in front of you. And then something happens. A last-minute dinner with your family. Maybe a text from a girlfriend wanting you to go out and grab something to eat, something you didn't plan for. And now you're sitting there thinking, well, I didn't plan for this. And I already kind of messed up today. I'll just start over tomorrow. And that right there, that's the moment that everything shifts. Because this is where you get into what I call the fuck it's. You've probably said this before. Fuck it. I already missed my workout. Fuck it. Today is already a loss. Fuck it, I'll just start over Monday. And what started as one small moment turns into the whole day, and then the whole week, and many times months or even years. And now you feel like you're back at square one. But here's what I need you to understand. It's not the missed workout that caused the problem. It's not the last-minute dinner. It's not the busy day. It's your reaction to it. That's what turns a small moment into a full reset. And the reason this keeps happening is because the plan you're trying to follow only works on perfect days. It works when everything is planned, when your energy is high. It works when nothing unexpected comes up. But ladies, that is not real life. Real life is messy. Real life is chaotic. Real life is stressful sometimes. Schedules change, energy fluctuates, things come up. And many times, if you think about it, your plan doesn't account for that. And if it doesn't account for any of that, it's going to fall apart every single time. So this is where flexibility becomes everything. And I mean everything. Your plan has to move with your life, not the other way around. Because when your plan is rigid, your plan breaks. And when your plan breaks, you break. When your plan is flexible, you adjust. And that's a skill. That's something you can learn and something you can lean on that's going to help you to be consistent and get results. Let's make this really practical here. Let's say that you missed your workout on Tuesday. Okay, well, the old approach would be, I failed. I'll just restart next week. The new approach? Sounds crazy. You move it to Wednesday or Thursday, or maybe you just shorten it. Or you go for a walk instead. That still counts. Let's say that you didn't eat the way that you had planned earlier in the day. Well, the old approach would say, today's off. I screwed up. The new approach, you make a better decision at your next meal. One of my favorite sayings is, you can always restart your day. You can always restart your day. Let's say that you didn't meal prep. You've been prepping your lunches for work or trying to, and the weekend got away from you. Well, the old approach would say, I blew it. The new approach says that you make the best decision available to you. Maybe it's something quick, maybe it's something simple, but it's a step in the right direction. This is also where your core habits come in, because when everything feels off, you need something simple to fall back on. And inside the Fit Woman formula, this is what we call core habits. These are your non-negotiables. It's not everything, it's just the things that matter the most. So even if you get sick, or the kids get sick, or your schedule's chaotic, or even if workouts aren't happening, you're still doing what you can. You're still paying attention to food. You're still staying hydrated. You're still getting some movement in, if possible. That's how you maintain momentum, even when things aren't perfect. There's also something really important here. There's a difference between choosing not to do something and something actually being out of your control. Most of the time, you're not sitting there thinking, I don't care about my goals. Life just happened. But when you treat those situations the same, that's when the guilt kicks in. And that guilt is what keeps you stuck. So this is why we use what we call the rough draft approach. So at the start of your week, you're mapping things out. You're creating a rough plan for your workouts, for your meals, for your schedule. But you also understand this isn't exactly how the week's going to go. And that's okay, because you're expected to adjust. You're expected to move things around. You're expected to make it fit your life. That's not failure. That is the process working. And if you're constantly missing things, that's feedback, not failure. It means that the plan you're following might be too much right now. Too many habits, too many steps, too many expectations. And sometimes the smartest thing you can do, even though it feels like going in the wrong direction, is scale back, at least temporarily, so that you can actually follow through. Because consistency always beats intensity. I'm going to say that again. Consistency always beats intensity. So you don't need a perfect week. You need a flexible one. You need one that bends without breaking, because it's not the moment that throws you off track. It's how you respond to it. And that's exactly how we coach inside the Fit Woman formula. We don't build plans that only work when everything is perfect, because again, life never is. We build something that works on your busiest days, on your lowest energy days, on the days where life doesn't go according to plan, because guess what? It is not going to go according to plan if you haven't figured that out yet. Those are the days that actually determine your results. And if this is something you've struggled with, if this is something you're tired of feeling like you're constantly starting over with, this is exactly the type of thing, this is exactly what we help with. So if you take one thing from this, stop focusing on being perfect. Start focusing on your next decision. That's how you stay consistent. That's how you build momentum. And that's how you stop starting over. And that wraps up today's episode of the Fit Woman Formula podcast. I hope today's conversation helped you take one more step toward reclaiming your energy, rebuilding your body, and stepping into You 2.0. If you found this helpful, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss future episodes. And if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, I'd really appreciate it if you left a quick rating or review. It helps more women discover the show. Ready to unlock the energy and confidence of your 20s while dropping 2+ sizes in the next 12 weeks without restrictive diets, useless supplements, or living in the gym? Visit FitWomanFormula.com to learn how we've helped hundreds of women just like you. I'll see you in the next episode.